Like e-commerce is really not cash flow. For example, like e-commerce, like I have to invest a lot of money in inventory. Right now, we have $1 million sitting in inventory that I cannot touch.
So what do you have to say to the folks that think dropshipping's a scam?
I mean,
what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Stick Talk podcast. Mr. Producer back there saying that this is the sickest setup yet. So if you guys also agree with that, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment even before we get into this interview with the boy. Leo, what's up, bro?
what's up, man?
Long time coming for this podcast.
Yes, sir. Finally.
I'm happy we all waited because look at this setup, bro.
Thank you.
It's pretty fire.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Appreciate you being on. So you've come a long way, bro, since we've met, a couple floors down. You've already rose up to the penthouse. You got a Lambo. You got all these successes. And so I want to go back because I also really don't even know where you come from and your story and your roots.
Gotcha.
And so I'm genuinely interested to hear, like, what was your come up like in the entrepreneurship game?
Gotcha. So in the entrepreneurship game before that, I mean, I came from like a regular household, a little less than regular. We were like government aid, EBT, it was pretty bad. And then all I wanted to do was just make money. So even in high school, I was like flipping shoes, flipping chocolate bars. So I was doing anything and everything to like get money. And then that led me into the world of online money. So I started like YouTubing how to make money online, came across dropshipping. And then
Classic.
That's when everything started like clicking. I was like, oh my God, I've already sold fake Yeezys on eBay. I could probably do this legitly.
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing that. So I started that 5 years ago, and then up to this date, we've done a little over $35 million in revenue, and over like $5 million in profit. So
What was the first product that really popped off for you?
the first product that actually like helped me quit my job was a gear shift keychain. And
What is that?
I actually have it over there, and it's like a little keychain that like it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's a little gadget, and then like you just shift up and down like a regular manual car. And that
So just something to fuck with, kind of like a fidget spinner.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like a fidget spinner. And that was back in like 2018, 2019, and then that product allowed me to quit my job because my goal was to make $200 profit a day, and that was like $6,000 a month, and that's what like sealed the deal. And I was like, all right, bet now I can quit my job and go full into dropshipping.
And what'd you base that number off of? Like the $200 a day? Is that how much you were already making at the job?
No, I was making $2,000 a month in like just income. So I wanted to triple that with my business model. So that's when I was like, okay, cool. If I make 6,000, that's fine. That's all I need. Yeah.
How'd your life actually change though when you quit the job? Like, were you actually able to be that much more effective, or was it like a couple more months of more of the same?
Yeah.
And then you started to take off.
So transparently, I thought it was all going to be like sunshines and rainbows.
Yeah.
And it was fucking not. Like, wait, can I curse here?
Yeah.
It was, okay. It was like not at all. It was horrific. So like after I made $6,000 profit, the very next month I quit my job, and then everything just went to shit. Like I wasn't able to find new winning products. I was not able to find success with e-commerce, and it just went on for like 3-4 months until I finally started picking back up the ball and finding more products to sell. So
This was self-guided, or you had a course?
yeah, so I took a lot of courses, and I spent a lot of money on like masterminds and like mentors, like coaching calls and things like that.
Yeah. So what do you have to say to the folks that think dropshipping's a scam?
I mean, it's not a scam, but like everything is a scam if you think it's a scam, then that's all you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna change that perspective, but dropshipping is just a logistics model. Like it's just like being the middle person. So like if you think shipping is a scam, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. No, a better angle to take with the question is, dropshipping was like the thing to start in the past couple of years. How hard is it to be successful with the amount of people doing it? Like, do you feel like it's a really steep skill gap that you have to top to be successful compared to something else? Or like, how do you get good at dropshipping?
Like honestly, right now, I think it's easier to jump into dropshipping opposed to like 2018 because there's more resources and more people know about dropshipping. So when I first started in 2018, no one knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
We were all just like clueless. We were like, oh, products on the internet,
Yeah.
Facebook ads, hell yeah. You know, we were like, whatever. But now it's like people actually have some type of context, some type of knowledge, and they know like, okay, cool. Well, there's winning products, there's winning topics, there's winning marketing, there's TikTok now, you know.
TikTok is literally dropshipping.
It's literally dropshipping. So
TikTok shop.
yeah, it's definitely a lot
God.
easier. It's more, there's more resources.
I agree. I saw a video of this woman who was like, how to make your content better. And then she just like took a lav mic and was like, the audio went up in quality.
Correct.
And it had like a million views. I'm like, she just made so much money. So I ordered one of the mics for $5. And if I put it in my video, it's like $1 per sale. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
I mean, the biggest opportunity right now is TikTok Shop.
yeah.
Yeah. But that's not drop shipping. That's something else. That's because it's like, it's different.
But it's not your product. It's like affiliate in a way.
You're an affiliate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So it's kind of like an evolved version.
It's an
of
evolved
it.
version.
If you have the same skill sets that made you successful in drop shipping, you can transfer those over to TikTok Shop.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I think it's interesting too because it's like everything moves in cycles, right? Like drop shipping is fulfilling a need in the market.
Correct.
It gets oversaturated because of like YouTube and just the wave that entrepreneurship was in 2018, 2019. And then now there's like new distractions like crypto, right?
Yeah.
And NFTs and AI. And so as more people flock to those, drop shipping still is going to happen.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, do you think that's why there's still,
Yeah.
you know, more opportunity now compared to even back then?
Yeah, 100%. There's just more ways to make a lot more money. Like we didn't have crypto like that. We didn't have TikTok Shop. We didn't have affiliate marketing. People didn't even know what affiliate marketing was in 2018. And the fact that people know about it, like in the online world of making money, yeah, I think 100%. It definitely allows more space for dropshipping to succeed, for people to get into dropshipping and succeed.
Absolutely, bro. I want to talk a little bit because we all come from kind of the same background where you started with drop shipping. We started with the agency model. We had success up to a certain point, and then we not necessarily jumped ship, but kind of evolved into like this info product space, which is the land that like all the guys making money online are you know, in. And so what did that transition look like for you? And I know it wasn't fully a transition because you still do drop shipping, but what was the decision to get into like the info space as well?
Yeah, the info space is awesome. I think you have to do it like alongside e-commerce nowadays. Or like I love it because of the just like how it's set up. Like e-commerce is really not cash flow. For example, like e-commerce, like I have to invest a lot of money in inventory. Right now we have $1 million sitting in inventory that I cannot touch. That doesn't happen with info products. You know what I'm saying? Like I instantly get a return on an ad spend or on a promotion or something. So like if you kind of have those running alongside each other, it's a lot better. And I think it's just a great way to monetize right now with info.
Just having both, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so you just casually drop that you have $1 million in product
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? Is that a forecast of the next 5 months? Are you just like loading up so you can sell it all? Like you just woke up and signed in $1 million in inventory?
No, it evolves. It evolves. Like I had like 100 and then like, you know, 200-300 and then it just kind of like builds up. And like, all right, well, we can really sell and push this product so we can drop a lot more money and know we can sell it.
Okay, and then for the listener who's like a little bit confused, where is the product sitting? Who's managing it?
Yeah.
Who's
It's
shipping
right
it?
over in the bedroom.
It's like right in the office.
It's like opens up a closet.
It's like 10 Rolexes.
So like in the beginning we were all drop shipping. So we were all just not holding any inventory and then shipping it straight from China. So now we know the product worked and now the product is verified and, you know, we built a brand. So we started investing in holding the inventory in Ohio so that we have a warehouse in Ohio that holds the inventory and then ships it out. So it's kind of like the next step of dropshipping.
Yeah.
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 When you say we, do you have business partners or?
Yes, I have a business partner and girlfriend.
Yeah, I want to get into that dynamic. Are you guys like the next Layla and Alex Hormozy, or what is that like?
Sure. I mean, I think it's interesting, the dynamic of having like a relationship and a business partner. But honestly, we got into a relationship because of business. So a very, very similar approach to Layla and Alex. But yeah, it's just like I hit her up. I was like, hey, let's grab some coffee and talk about marketing. And
Oh yeah,
that's
marketing.
that's what
Was that
led
the
it.
intention day
it's a
one?
great hook.
Just marketing?
That was it. Literally, I can scroll up in our DMs and I can find the DM. And I was like, hey, let's grab coffee and let's talk about marketing. So yeah, that was it.
So
Fair
you mean the
enough.
beautiful blonde on LinkedIn might actually be a real person?
It might be a real person.
No shot, bro.
Yeah.
I wish.
She
That is
was the
super
best, man.
interesting,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So what was the like? How do you manage? I feel like that's such an interesting thing, right? Like, how do you, I guess, separate the two, or do you?
It's
do you not?
yeah, it's not separated at all. It's like it's so intertwined. Like our life is business. Business is our life. Yeah, we go on dates and yeah, we travel a lot, but it's like it's so intertwined that like it's just our life, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like it's separate at all.
And you both love it, so
Yeah.
it's like you guys are both happy in that situation, which is great.
Yeah, yeah. I started dropshipping a little before her, and then I introduced her into dropshipping, and then she kind of just took off. Funny enough, so she, like, I was dropshipping or whatever, and I was telling her, and then she loved it. She loved the business model. She was like, okay, I love it. I'm going to try it out. We start dating, we start talking, whatever, going on dates. And little do I know, she's running a store behind my back. And she's making more money than I am. And I'm like, what the fuck?
She's like, let me get this one, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at dinner.
And I was,
Slaps the platinum card.
Yeah. Like, wait, hold on. Whose is that?
He's checking his pockets.
And that's when I know. That's when I knew. I was like, damn, like she is very talented and she really wants to make this work. And I was forcing the decision. I was like, hey, let's do business together. I think we could do it way better together. And you know, whenever we put our resources together, we blew up. So
Damn.
that was
What's
a lot of-
what would you say is like the number one lesson you learned from her that makes like you a better businessman?
It actually has nothing to do with business, but gratitude. I guess men, I'm just speaking generally, I think men struggle with gratitude and just being grateful for things.
It's like woo woo.
Yeah, exactly, because it's like some type of like weird shit.
Yeah.
But she's definitely taught me to be a little bit more grateful and just like little tactics here and there to like practice every single day. And then that's allowed me to obviously excel in business. So,
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
So cool. You guys are crushing.
Yeah.
Do you guys live together? Is there any separation, or are you just like every waking hour?
Yeah,
How's that
so
go?
so it's actually really interesting. So she has a penthouse down the street, and then I have this penthouse. So we live completely separate.
Yeah.
But it's because I think right now we just do everything together.
Yeah, yeah.
We run the business together. We run like both companies, the info product company, everything. And so like we don't want to live together as well right
Yeah.
now. You know.
No, I get that.
So, but yeah, it's really interesting. Everyone that asks us, they're like, "Y'all don't live together?" I'm like, "Nah, we don't live together." right
Yeah.
now." Yeah.
I mean, it's more traditional, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, bro.
So, I'm curious. You're pushing $1 million worth of products through dropshipping. What is the biggest, I guess, lever when you market? Are you running Facebook ads, Google, YouTube, TikTok, organic? Like, what's the biggest driver behind all your sales?
I think if we were to pinpoint it, because we've been talking about this a lot, I think it's like using the leverage of influencers, like using their following and then leveraging their following to make ads.
Okay.
Okay. So like that's always been our success. We thought it was like affiliates. We thought it was just like the way we make ads, but it's because our ads are from influencers or well-known people in the
Okay.
space that
So
we're
you
targeting.
put paid traffic behind a video from an influencer that people. Okay.
Correct.
Hey, bro,
Bro,
I'm getting up there. I mean, if you need some influencers, let me know.
Yeah,
Dude,
you're blowing up.
speaking of like affiliate programs, one thing I'm so interested to know more about is Shopify's affiliate program. I feel like some of the most wealthy entrepreneurs that we know, especially in the e-commerce space, have made like an absolute bag off of being a Shopify affiliate. What's that like?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Impact has an amazing program right now, but I mean, just with anything that's good, there's competition. So like, yeah, Shopify is killing it with their affiliate program and we're making really good money from there. But also now TikTok just introduced their affiliate program. So now like you spend $1,500 and then you get $1,500, they get $1,500 back. It's like some crazy deal. And then
Wait, what?
yeah,
Wait, say that again?
Yeah. So like if I introduce someone to TikTok ads and they spend $1,500, they get a rebate for $1,500. So they get $1,500 back.
What do you get?
I get 20% of that.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you should be sending everyone a TikTok ad.
Yeah. And it's good because also like we have the course, right? So it's like we teach them how to run proper TikTok ads. So it's like it's
On
a win-win.
Shopify.
On Shopify.
There
So
you
it's
go.
like we're like, yeah, we're cashing in, but really
They're gonna
it's-
use it anyways.
They're gonna use it anyways. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's like such a great thing. Like I wish I had this in the beginning. Now Shopify has an affiliate program where the user is benefiting from it, and TikTok. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like
Just-
everyone's winning. You might as well arbitrage that all day long while it's there.
100%.
That's awesome, bro. So what's the course entail? Because there are, I'm sure, a lot of people that, especially in our audience, they're kind of just undecided on what they want to go all in on. And so kind of like sell them on not necessarily the course, but just the opportunity in general.
Yeah, I mean the opportunity dropshipping is always growing. E-commerce is really how I like to relate to it or like phrase it. It's always growing. So yeah, our course is just about TikTok right now. Like learning content and learning marketing tools that are gonna make you successful with TikTok ads. And yeah, like that's like our big thing right now. So TikTok, and that's our community, our elite e-com community.
I
Shout
love
out to
that,
the
bro.
community right there.
Yeah.
How many people do you have in the community?
We have 1,500.
That's
1,500.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a little small. We're just starting off.
Hey, that's bigger than our community.
Yeah, that's huge, bro. That's huge.
Yeah.
Any of them in Tampa?
Yes. Yeah.
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 You guys do like events or meetups at all? Or
No,
not
we haven't
yet?
done events or meetups yet. I
Oh,
would
dude, you
love
got to
to.
do it. It's
Yeah?
the best part about running a community.
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure. The most like rewarding part in my mind. Speaking of gratitude, like you're like, damn, all these people not only paid to be in our community, but they're also paying to come meet us in person, get together. Obviously, it helps from a business perspective too, just because you get so much content from it, and you also, retain these people because you built a stronger relationship. But more so, just in terms of like building a stronger relationship for the customers and enjoying going into work every day. I think it's the thing I enjoy most about our job is just when we get to host an event every quarter in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it, bro. Mastermind events, I mean, they're a game changer. They're just fun. You can have a lot of fun doing them.
Yeah.
But I want to get into, so you said you've been living in Tampa for like 10 years,
Correct.
right? Christian, myself, Dan, we always go to war for Tampa, like on Twitter, because you have also the Miami community there as well. And so what are your thoughts on Tampa versus Miami?
I love Tampa. I mean, I've been to Miami plenty of times, and I'll just say this: like, there's nothing like Tampa. Like right now, there's nothing like an up and coming community full of like entrepreneurs, full of like people wanting to make money. I've never seen so many people want to make money
Yeah.
in a like small
Yeah.
area.
Small. Yeah.
Small little niche area. I'm like, what is going on? Especially like in this building and
Yeah.
you know, and all these buildings. I'm like, yo, this is really cool, and I love it. So compared to Miami, yeah, you get the nightlife, and if you like to go out and be flashy, then yeah, go ahead and go Miami. But Tampa is just it's something else for sure. It's just like a secret little sweet spot.
Yeah, for sure. What does that look like for you here, like nightlife? Is it more so like date nights, I'm sure, with the girlfriend and just higher level like networking, or like what do you usually get into?
Yeah, so I mean, I just like I like one restaurant that I go to like just every time.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that's pretty much it.
Which restaurant?
Me Market.
Yeah,
It's the best. It's the best.
valid. It's so good, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
So that's it, like date night, and then yeah, just going out to meet people, and that's it. What about you guys? What's your
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Kinda
mean,
wild
we like
cards.
to go out. We're single guys, so it's like Saturday.
Tampa's got a pretty good nightlife, I'd say.
My birthday's
Yeah.
on Sunday, so Saturday will be a fun one.
Oh god.
Do a meat market and then 5-11 probably. So
Ooh.
fun.
Well, happy birthday. That's awesome.
Yeah. I want to see. Dude, the cool thing about TikTok for me is you can like manipulate your audience. So I want to just start making like.
That sounds so
Sounded
terrible.
horrible.
No, I mean like manipulate the
The
audience.
way you did it, you're like
Not manipulate the.
like puppets.
Like these fucking idiots.
I'm saying manipulate the people that are. I gotta word this better.
Yeah,
You can
stay-
manipulate the type of people
Influence.
that wind up viewing your video based on the topic, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
So I want to start just making local videos about Tampa and try to like get places to be like, oh fuck yeah, thanks for the video, bro. Like
Yeah.
now you're boys with the staff.
With the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very true. It does a better job than any other platform of like viewing it, and like you'll just see videos in your city
Yeah.
constant on like your main feed without.
Mine's
searching
like
for it.
fantasy football, going out with your boys. It's like the algorithm is
The algorithm is
so
scary,
dialed.
bro. It's
It's
scary.
hilarious.
It's so good though.
It like
It's so
thinks
good.
for you. It's so weird.
It's 'cause it's constantly listening to you and watching you.
Yeah.
Someone
you ever watch
comment.
the Joe
Someone
Rogan
commented
con-
like, "I just said this to my mom, and now you're my first video." I'm like,
You ever
well,
see the Joe Rogan podcast that he did where they're scrolling through like TikTok's like privacy policy, and it's like all the permissions you agree to. It's like they have access to like your notes app. They have access to your text messages, your phone calls. So remember you were saying like your friends from high school were texting you about your TikToks?
Yeah.
It's because they're in your contacts.
Yeah, I know. No, I understand that. Like I think the algorithm feeds your contacts and like second connections of your contacts. Like I've had a friend be like, "My uncle sent me your video." I was like, "What?"
What?
There has to be. There's something there.
Yeah, yeah. I get like old friends hitting me up,
Yeah.
seeing my TikTok.
It's so crazy.
It's kind of
Like,
interesting.
yo, how do I start dropshipping? 5 years ago, that shit's stupid. Oh,
Yeah.
let's talk about that. Did you have people like, giving you negativity and saying that's stupid, you shouldn't do it?
Yeah.
And then now they're like, "Oh, bro, how do you do it?" Oh.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, when you're starting and no one believes in you, it's kind of like you're cool. You're like the underdog.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I got this. Yeah, I'm gonna show them wrong. I'm gonna prove them wrong. But now when you make it, it's like, you're not proving them wrong. Like, you're not gonna like go up to them and be like, hey, I made it. Like,
Yeah.
Screw you.
Like, yo, like I told you.
You just get busy. Like you just don't even care anymore.
Yeah, it's like not even top of mind. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian's
Fuck
got
the
it.
haters.
He's on a mission, bro.
I'm in the
Kid's on a
penthouse.
Yeah, he's on a
mission.
mission.
He's just angry.
We got to bleep out the girl's name. I'm playing.
So one thing that I think you don't realize this, we have in common is we always preach like inputs, doing things every day to progress and not tie yourself to outcomes. And you always say inputs. It's like
That's my thing.
one of your MOs on social media. So talk about that. Like how do you put yourself in a mindset to allow yourself to be hang your hat on the inputs and not worry about the outcomes?
Yeah, I think it's just like if you know you put in so many reps, you'll get the outcome. And I always like relate it to fitness because it's like if people want a chest or people want let's just use a chest. If you do 100 push-ups every single day for 100 days, you'll get a chest eventually.
Yeah.
You know, or if you curl 20s, you'll gain bicep and you'll look a lot bigger. So it's like if you just do the reps consistently, you'll get the outcomes. And like just not being caught up in the outcomes, just focus on the inputs and doing them consistently. That's what's going to get you the outcomes.
Yeah.
You know?
So what are some of those inputs like in business, would you say? Like every single day, what are some things you're always looking to get done?
Yeah, meetings, creative connects, and then just like hiring, really.
Yeah.
Hiring. Yeah. So we're always like hiring, we're always looking for talent, we're looking for smarter people, and just like learning and investing. You know, I wouldn't say I do it consistently, but I know I have to do it. Like if I go like a month without paying someone for a coaching call, I feel weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I go a month without reading a new book, I feel like odd. I'm like I
Like
don't.
you're stuck.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm evolving. So I'll drop the money, I'll drop my time and I'll learn, and I'll put in the inputs. You know?
I love that. Yeah, honestly, like dropping time is such like an underrated thing because reading a book is sometimes even more of an investment than paying for like $1,000 coaching call,
100%.
which is crazy. But what's your approach to hiring? I'm interested to hear that because I do a lot of the hiring for our companies.
Yeah, so we do hiring like throughout the team. So we do like basic interviews and then we'll do like the team interviews. But it's just like strategic hiring. You kind of just like learn how to hire after time. I know you've probably hired over
like,
I don't know how many people, but
probably
like
over 100 people at this point.
after reps, after
Yeah, you
inputs,
just
like
know.
you're good. You know what to look for, what to not look for, and we actually lost. We calculated it last year. We lost $80,000 in pure profit last year just because of hiring mistakes.
Yeah.
So just like we hired the wrong person, they weren't advanced, they didn't know what they were doing. We thought they were the right fit when we didn't know what the right fit looked like. You know, so it's definitely a cost thing. It's really costly if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, especially if you like, it's very hard to undo a lot of those things too. Like one of the things recently for our business is we just didn't set the right responsibilities in the beginning. And so now trying to go back and like add more responsibilities without changing pay, it's like such a tricky situation.
Crazy. Yeah. And all of our hiring, most of our talent pool comes from our followers. So like all the people that we interview, I mean, a majority of them, they all know us on Instagram.
Yeah.
So it's not like they don't know how we do business or how we interact with people. They like, oh, they've been following me for a minute and they kind of want to do business
Those
with
are the
me.
best hires, bro.
Best hires.
Like
Best
they
hires.
want to work for you.
Best.
Not exactly the role or anything else, just they want to work with Leo.
Best teammates, best things ever. Like honestly, I cannot compare it to anything. LinkedIn has nothing on my Instagram following.
No shot. That's like where culture is really stems
Yeah.
from, right? Like
100%.
people always talk about culture. It's just like you start the culture through the content you create.
Yeah.
And so what does that look like? How are you building and attracting talent through your Instagram?
It's interesting because my content isn't really cultured, I guess. It's kind of like teaching people how to like start a business. But that attracts people that are just into money, and that attracts people that are into like finance and want to get a bigger bank account.
Yeah.
So that attracts more people that, you know, want to work with us.
And a lot of the best A players in a way are entrepreneurial themselves.
Yes. Yes.
Like they'll take the job that you give them, but they'll also be asking questions like, how can I do more? How can I do more? How can I do more? And like that's the person that views like make money online content in the first place.
100%.
Yeah. Love it, bro.
So how has the Lamborghini boosted your content?
I've been leveraging it a lot. It actually hasn't boosted our content, to be honest.
Really?
Not like as much
This
as
isn't
we
a rental,
thought.
bitch.
Maybe the hate comments. Maybe I'll respond to the hate comments and it'll boost. But no, nothing too crazy.
It's got to just be fucking fun to drive around.
It's
I would
cool.
be whipping around everywhere. Even I'd be like, okay, I go to a Starbucks on Harbor Island. It's like a 5-minute walk. I'm driving every time.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's not a daily car though.
No?
No, it's not. It's not. I've been daily driving it every single day because I have no other car yet, but it's not a daily car. Like every hour.
Why? Is it just not worth depreciating it that much or?
No, you're back.
Oh, it
Like-
like hurts?
Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Damn.
Same thing happened with my rocket ship. I just
Yeah,
that's the most first world problem ever. I
Yeah.
love it though.
Yeah, like I can't complain about it. I'm not like, my back. But it's like, it's definitely not the most comfortable car, but it's a Lamborghini, so I can't.
You're in the coffee
You're
shop,
like-
like, oh, my back hurts. Somebody's like, oh, you tweak it during a workout? You're like, my Lambo fucking hurts.
You're sitting in the chiropractor's office. It's like a bricklayer, and then you're like, Lambo. He's like, no.
You too? Nah. All right.
Yeah. Still grateful. Yeah, so super grateful. It's an
I was
experience.
gonna
That's a
say it's a
beautiful
huge
car.
accomplishment, bro.
Thank you.
You
Been
gotta be
working-
super happy about that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what milestone did you hit to say, okay, I can afford this and be responsible?
We wanted to build a business that made $10 million per year in revenue. To do that, to get the Lamborghini, but we did that last year, and then I just didn't feel like I deserved it. And this is where my business partner Margarita came in, and she was like, "You got to stop being a little bitch. Like, you gotta buy a Lambo. It's like it's been time. You said it. You gotta go out there and do it." And she pushed me towards it, and we went and bought the Lambo.
I feel like that is a very guy thing to be like, we hit, 400K a month. You're like, it's not 500. And you hit 600. You're like, it's fucking not 600. It's not 700.
Yeah.
It's just never enough.
Always
Yeah.
move the goalpost.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like us guys, we're just like, fuck it. Like we could do more, but then like we forget to reward ourselves at each level, and I think that's where that female dynamic works really well. Because I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I did actually hit that level because I did get the Lambo. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that reminder of like, I did that. Now I can go further.
Yeah.
You're like setting the new floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is
I feel like that's like subconsciously why we like the event so much. Because it's like a real life manifestation of an online business. Where it's like so in front of you
It's
that you can't not
tangible.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is attributing to it.
I'm curious to hear what you like to do outside of business. Just like, are you an active person or are you kind of just like,
We
Yeah,
be
he's
in
always,
crunch,
he's always
boy.
in the gym, bro.
Yeah. I
We
like
be
the
mogging
gym.
and crunch.
I like the gym. It doesn't show yet, but we're getting there. The inputs are gonna pay off soon. And I like cars. I have a passion for cars. So just like,
are there any like car clubs around here?
yeah, there's
dope.
there's a couple. Yeah, And like after I got the Lamborghini, I got invited to like every single one.
Yeah.
Like before, it was like, you know, like
Yeah.
you could show
ROI
up.
right there, bro. You just build your network just through having this car.
Oh yeah. No,
Make-
I will say this though. The funniest thing is before, like, you don't really get it because like, I guess like not you. I'm just talking.
You don't even get
I
it, bro.
probably don't get it. I don't own
No,
a car in general,
No,
not
like-
just the
Andre.
Lamborghini.
No, like people. Like people don't get it because it's like an external like accomplishment. Like an internal accomplishment is your business and like you made it, but then like if you don't have the external things to prove it, no one believes you. But I guess like as soon as I bought the Lambo, everyone just suddenly thought I was rich. Like it was just like a switch. I was
Really?
like, yeah, I was like, what just happened? Like everyone just kind of like believed I had made it. And I was like, I've been doing this.
Nothing really changed.
I was like, I've been working on it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like a step, but it was like really interesting to see that come from external people.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like one decision can basically shed light on like the 3, 4, 5 years of work that led to that decision in the first place.
100%.
Which is always crazy being on like this side of the perspective, knowing like what goes into making that possible.
100%.
Yeah. Ironically, it's the money that you spend. It's not even the money you make.
Yeah.
That gets people to finally be like, oh, you did it.
Yeah.
Unless you're fucking like Warren Buffett and you're just eating like a sausage, egg, and cheese every day from McDonald's. And
That doesn't make
then
sense.
they just eventually realize when you're like 82, like, oh yeah, this guy does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing all right.
You ever hear the story about his wife was like complaining about the price of coffee
Yeah.
on like a vacation?
Oh,
or
they're
something?
super cheap.
That doesn't make any
No
sense.
way.
to
It
me.
makes no sense.
There's no way that.
Yeah, his Warren Buffett's wife. And how much is Warren Buffett worth? Billions?
I think it's like,
Like 100?
60 billion. Or like, yeah, it's an
Maybe.
absurd amount. It's more money than you
So
can
yeah,
spend.
his wife was complaining that the coffee at like some resort there was too expensive, and it was like $6.
Yeah, that's a little wild.
That's just how they are, though. Like, he still lives in a super modest house, drives a very modest car.
Yeah, so that's
So what the
interesting.
fuck is the point?
That's why his back is in prime shape, bro.
Yeah. That
This
Corolla.
guy understands.
No Lamborghinis. Yeah.
I guess the point is because like the game that he's like addicted to is business. Like he doesn't care about anything
Anything
else.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
It's like the Alex Hormozy like nihilistic fucking like this is all I want ever
Yeah.
and ever and ever.
It's crazy.
It's an awesome game to play for sure.
You gotta have fun as like a metric of your life, though. you
Yeah.
know?
But that is the fun to them.
Yeah.
They just have a
guess.
definition of fun. than you.
I respect it though.
Oh,
It's
I
a,
do
It's
too.
a great definition of fun. But I mean, I got into dropshipping because of some guy in a Lambo. So it's like,
It's full circle.
yeah, so it's like kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I kind of gotta get the cars and the stuff that I really like,
Yeah.
you know. But maybe after like a billion or two, you kind of like
Just don't care.
just become numb to everything
Yeah.
materialistic. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll feel it soon.
Hopefully we find out.
It's like Ty Lopez said, like everything has a diminishing return. Like even too much money.
What is
Yeah.
this,
Like
like
you-
the frontier or something?
You hit the like the I don't know what he called it, but the peak of the bell curve with like money. After you go past it, it's like nothing satisfies you anymore.
Yeah.
It's like diminishing at that point.
Yeah.
Like he was saying for fitness, like you get big to the point where like people notice, and then if you get too big, it's like almost like people don't even like it
You
anymore.
can't breathe.
Like you can't
Oh.
breathe. Like you're beating yourself up. Like girls don't find like super ripped men attractive. Like all these different points. And it's
Wow.
the same thing about like money and really anything in life.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I love that perspective.
Yeah.
Was that like his own?
Yeah.
That's
He
awesome.
called it
He
like
probably
the
pulled it
frontier
from-
of something.
You probably, dude, that guy reads like a maniac. He probably pulled it from some philosophy, but
No, it's good
For
though.
sure.
yeah.
For sure. I want to talk a little bit about family because I know you come from like very humble beginnings and you've recently like been able to go back and kind of like share your success with your family, which is a beautiful thing. So like, what does that, mean to you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it was everything, you know. Retiring my mom was probably like my biggest accomplishment to date. And that's like that's kind of like the second reason. Like the Lambo was the first and then the second was like making sure my mom was okay. And then I think like, you know, like I guess like it's kind of where we come from because like I wanted just to make sure my mom was okay. I don't know, in a way I just kind of wanted to take care of her in a way. So I wanted to do anything that's possible. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got.
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you where's your family come from again?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
What is it like there to go back? Is it like just completely different?
It's crazy. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
third world country, so it's yeah, they definitely don't live like us at all. It's very different. Maybe like 0.0001% lives like us, but it's very different.
How'd that change your perspective, like coming back to Water Street? It's like,
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Even being a Latino in this area is crazy. I don't know, just like when you start looking at the stats, you're like, damn, like it's kind of like, it's very unique position. Not like boosting myself up, it's just like the stats, it's like, it's a very unique position. But I always want to shed some light in the Latino community. I always want to do that. So, and all they care about is like making sure their mom is okay and stuff like that. So
yeah, very humble beginnings. This
Yeah.
is beautiful, bro. I love that.
Thanks.
I'm curious because we were talking about it a little bit before the podcast. Like, how much has Tampa changed in the 10 years that you've been here? Because we've come down. Most people I talk to that are from here, like, it really started to take off during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what was it like 2013 in comparison to 2023?
Very different. I lived in a Latino neighborhood, in like a very like just normal Latino neighborhood, so I didn't come to downtown much. But downtown itself has evolved like just 10x.
I was gonna say, was there even a downtown? It was probably just a couple buildings.
It was a couple buildings. Yeah. And it was like the main thing was like the Eddie's Pizza and
Overrated.
the Riverwalk. And
Eddie and Sam's?
Eddie and Sam's, yeah. And the
Christian
Riverwalk.
loves it. We don't.
No, you don't?
good.
I think it's
No, I
so
like it.
overrated,
He likes it. He
bro.
likes it.
It's
I mean,
overrated?
we're coming from New York. It's like, pizza is terrible.
The most
Yeah.
ridiculous shit ever, bro.
When's the last time you've been there?
I don't really get pizza in Tampa, but
It's a cop out.
no, it's
If
fucking
it was
not.
good, you'd go.
All right, bro, whatever.
But now it's like, if I,
Bro, like what?
he gets defensive.
It's so annoying. It's like, oh, this isn't from
Just
New York.
say it's not good, bro.
Well,
You
you
don't-
fucking good.
You're over on your Instagram reviewing pizzas. You're like, yo, we're here at Domino's, like Domino's, and he's like 9.9, like perfect score.
bro. It's good pizza.
But like the main thing that I noticed about Tampa since moving here was I didn't really know what to expect because we came down for like 2 days before, and that was my only time ever being in Tampa. But it's like everybody here is from the Northeast. It seems like
Yeah.
like you just go out, you throw a dart, you're gonna hit somebody from New York. Was it always like that, or is that just more so like recent thing?
I think it was always like that, but now it's like more.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely more people. I mean, like we came from New York. Like my
Sure.
family like migrated to the South.
Yeah.
So it's like I think more people are finding out. I was like, oh shit, the weather's pretty hot down there. They're like, oh, okay, well let's go down there and check it out. And yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And now that you're making money, do you ever get that urge to be like, all right, I'm out to LA for a little bit, or Dubai, or New York City, or just somewhere else now? Because I mean, obviously you're still young too, and you're not married yet. Like, you want to hop around and live in a couple different cities?
Yeah, 100%. We check out. We travel a lot. And then the only city we would partially move to is Dubai. And I've been there, and it was just like
Next
it was
level.
next level. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys been to Dubai?
I went last November.
It's crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Like it's like utopia.
Really?
Actually,
It's-
it's like it's just not a real place.
It's not a real place. It doesn't feel real.
That's the only thing I didn't like about it. It almost felt like I was like scared. It was like soulless, bro. Something's missing.
It's a little soulless. That's honestly
Yeah.
there's no culture because the culture is all in like the Arab and
Yeah.
that's the culture and
The
like it's kind
Emiratis.
of it's all them.
Yeah.
But then everyone else that's
Just-
not
they don't
it's-
belong.
They're like tourists.
Yeah. Like, what is this?
They're all running around with their freaking heads cut off.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Dubai was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Really cool place.
Don't they like busing all the workers every day?
Yes.
I mean, that's a little dystopian. The
Yeah.
fact that like everybody who's in hospitality is like, they're just like, all right, come into the promised land, and then we ship you out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the hospitality is like next level.
next level, bro.
It's like
compared to the U.S., bro. It's
It's
not
like a
even close.
15 out of 10.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like a 5-star hotel. We stayed in the address. You guys know that
The
you know that one?
address is beautiful. Was that the one near the Burj Khalifa? Did you say that?
Yeah,
There's a couple of them.
I stayed at like 4 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
so
just hopped
sick.
around.
So
Dude,
sick.
Craziest hotels. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, if they had this hospitality in Tampa, like, people would go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they greet you at the door. They bring you chocolates. It was my birthday, and they brought me, like, this cake and this, like, they filled up the bed with these flowers, and it was like, happy birthday. I've never seen this. And I was just like, wow, I feel like a king. Like, this is some Dubai.
Yeah. That's honestly, that's like Middle Eastern culture. Like,
Yeah.
they just go over the top with hospitality.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. They definitely know how to treat people well. And the haircuts, whew,
The haircuts.
The haircuts are crazy.
You get a good fade in Dubai?
I got a great fade.
Damn.
Bro, I was getting a haircut in Dubai. I think they fucked it up because no, the reason was because Saudi Arabia was playing Argentina in the World Cup as my haircut was happening, and Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, which was crazy, and like all the barbers were just going nuts.
Fuck.
So I'm like, there's no way that turned out good. I got so unlucky.
You
But
never get good haircuts, bro. Just stop
that's
getting
why
your
I'll be
haircut.
growing out the back now.
All right, so if you go to a new barbershop, what barber do you pick? This is a very common answer, right?
It was like what, Latino, like
No, you go to the owner.
you get the owner.
The owner gives you the best cut no matter what. He owns the place.
You think so?
Yeah. He's good at it. He has more on the line. He's not going to fuck you up. This guy goes to like the worst guy there. He's like, that barbershop sucks. I'm like, you chose the worst barber. He fucks you up.
Strategic selection right there.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
It's like if only one guy has availability for the day, that's probably a good sign that he's not the guy.
Huh.
You know?
Were you good at like multiple choice questions?
I was good at, I was a good test taker.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's logic, bro.
Okay.
If the guy opens a shop, then he's.
I don't think that much about it. It's like whatever it works for me, I'm gonna book it with whoever's available.
Yeah.
At that
That was the funniest shit though when you came back from that haircut.
Oh,
You could like see above his ear. Like
Oh,
that.
I didn't pay.
The
I
ear
felt
trace
bad, but I
above.
was so pissed, bro. It was the only time I ever walked up and didn't pay.
You didn't pay?
Bro, if I showed you the haircut, you'd like probably get them to pay you. Like it was that bad.
It's funny because I see people get cuts from him now, and he's like pretty good. So it's like,
Oh my gosh.
He learned his lesson. He was going broke after that one.
probably.
Dude, that was bad. That was so embarrassing.
That was funny though. For
You
us,
just
it
need
was
to
great.
pop up a picture now. Of, like, the
I'll find the
haircut.
Yeah,
picture.
we'll
It was
have to
like
give up
you'd be
picture.
surprised how bad it is.
I want you to
Like
text
if
it
you
to me.
let someone leave a barbershop looking like that, you should go to jail. Like
In Dubai, they would have beheaded him, bro. It would've been
yeah,
done.
honestly, for like, bro. Anyways,
They chopped the barber's hand off there. Like you can't do this
Oh,
professionally
crazy
anymore.
shit. But to wrap it, I guess, what are you excited about going into 2024? Not to be like, you know, weird with the question, but I think it's a good question.
What do you mean? What is it?
That's you just made the question here.
I don't know. I just think it's like one of those like classic. What are you excited
What's your New
about
Year's
for the new
resolution?
year? Yeah, but like genuinely.
I mean, like just business stuff. We're working on trying to get into retail, like Target and
Oh, that'd be sick.
Walmart. You know, so stuff like that, and then just 1% better, just more inputs, more stuff, more gratitude. You know, like I know I said this, but like we really don't work on our gratitude,
Yeah.
and it's like a big thing. I personally don't work on my gratitude, so like just being more grateful. You know, 'cause,
Yeah.
like, we are alive and we are living every single day, and we wake up and we get to do things like this is really
It's pretty
fucking
sick.
cool. And you know, a lot of people just don't get to do that, especially where I come from. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I love that perspective too, because I feel like, I don't know, when you ask like an entrepreneur like what they're excited about or what their big goals are, I feel like the ones that are actually legit and are like making moves don't really have like, oh, I want to get to this level in like 5 years. They don't have like the 5-year goal.
Mm-hmm.
They have an idea of where they want to be, but they're more so focused on like tomorrow. How can I get 1% better? Exactly like you said. And I feel like it's an inputs thing. Like you're not really tied to outputs of what happens next year. It's just how can you show up every single day and get those inputs taken care of.
100%. I had a mentor one told me, Aaron Cordovez, he does like $80 million a year. And he's like, dude, like, don't even try to do better. Just focus on being 10% year over year growth. And like, that's it. And like over a long period of time, you'll get to $1 billion. And it's like, I don't know, like, I guess like he simplified it, like oversimplified it, but it was just so simple. And I was like, I might as well just do that and try to like grow 300% a year. You know what I'm saying? Like just grow every single year, no matter what. As long as I'm going up, it doesn't matter. You know?
Facts. Love that, bro. Last, do you guys have any other questions? I don't even remember those questions. I feel like this is a good end. I feel like the last question is where can our audience find you online, whether it's to work with you through one of your coaching programs, courses, or to just follow along with everything you're accomplishing?
Yeah, primarily on Instagram, Leo.Iciano, Iciano.
Iciano. I didn't even try to pronounce it in the beginning. I was just like Leo.
He's like our man Leo.
yeah, our man Leo.
Like I've had trouble pronouncing my own name since like birth. So yeah, Leo Iciano. You see, there he goes again. And yeah, that's the main one, Instagram. Yeah.
Awesome, bro. Appreciate you.
Good shit, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I appreciate
sir.
it. Honor.
Thank you,
That
bro.
was awesome.